Put yourself in new situations with an open mind so that you can learn things, because it's the best teacher.
You're missing out on growth within yourself if you're not adding value and gaining value from a conversation.
That just provides an opportunity for you to learn something.
Yeah.
And for me to learn something, because then I'm learning about what is normal for you as well.
Because if you're closed-minded, you can't learn about yourself.
You're listening to episode 17 of the Apology Void podcast.
Hi.
This is amazing. So you can tell maybe that we're not on like split screens, even though we're still taking up half. We didn't like mimic sides of this.
Because I'm touching you. Look, I'm touching you.
Hello.
You're a real life person.
I know, right? Isn't that wild?
So we're here together in Vegas. I cannot even cope.
Crazy. Just to like be in person, but it's also not. It feels very normal. It feels just very like, I don't know, it feels like I've known you for a while.
How weird was it when, well, I don't know, for me, like when we picked you up from the airport, I feel like I want to look at you, but then I look at the screen. Then I picked you up from the airport and I was like, it was not like we were meeting for the first time.
No, it kind of felt like just
was.
old friends catching up.
Yes.
Like I recognized you and Amelia in the car.
You did.
And
you were like waving.
And I was like, hi.
It was so good.
It was just normal. It felt very natural and just like old friends catching up. It's really cool.
I loved it. I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah, so people have asked, like, how did this all start? And we chatted a little bit about it in episode 1, but we haven't talked a lot about it since.
No.
So maybe let's recap for those people just joining now.
Yes.
Because you're from Australia, I'm from the US, and typically we have like a 15 to 17 hour time difference. So to be in the same place with one mic, with one camera, to be on the same time zone, in the same room, like this is a little awkward to try to record this.
I must admit, because I was just about to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know, as I said, I don't know where to look, because I look at you and you're like right next to me. Anyway, it's fine. But I reckon it was about 18 months ago now.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit less, that like we were just chatting on Instagram. I think I scrolled all the way back and like I think I commented on a story of yours or something, or a post that I really liked. Then it just started from there and we just started chatting.
Yeah, it was almost, which this is crazy, it was almost a year ago.
Oh, I thought it was longer. Was it? Only almost a year ago?
Like almost only a year ago.
Here's me like ages.
It's been forever.
It's been like 10 years. No.
It's been this whole thing. No, I think it was only a year ago. So I last January 2024, I really started pushing like my Instagram and being present on there almost every day. And so I gained a lot of new followers and started making a lot of new connections. And that is how I ended up meeting you. Truthfully, do you know why I did that?
What, started making new connections or talking about me?
Yeah, like why I started showing...
I don't know why you talking about me. Not sure to be honest.
Why I started like putting myself out on Instagram more.
Yeah, I think you've told me. Was it because that was a comfortable space for you?
Well, that, but I also lost my job.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, I knew that. Yeah, that's right. Here's me. I'm like, oh, well, don't worry about it.
I lost my job.
That's right.
I started making connections on the internet and like started doing new things and pushing myself out there more for
That's right.
coaching and speaking and all the stuff. And that's how you and I connected, is because I lost my job.
So thank you for losing your job. Just saying.
Thank you. This is great.
Thank you to Katie. I don't know if it was your previous employer who fired you, or you quit, or you the job went under,
the
whatever.
funding.
Yeah, funding. Yeah, classic.
So stupid.
Yeah, no, all the time.
It's fine.
Classic. Anyway, it's fine.
Whatever. It's
good.
how we are here now.
So then, we get sidetracked.
Yeah.
So then we were just talking, and then one day you were like, do you want to do a podcast? And I was like, yes. And that was it, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was it. And now a year later, we're in Vegas.
We're in Vegas. I can't even. We're like here together. It's so funny.
It's really cool, though. And like the fact that we've been on podcasting and we've talked a lot. We've basically talked every week for the past year.
Oh, easily. Even a couple of times, more than once a week.
Yeah.
Maybe there was a couple of periods of time where either I was away or you were away and we had like really hectic weeks.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah,
like
100%.
the last couple weeks where you were in Korea.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I was
Are you like in a wedding?
I was in a wedding and I
traveling?
was traveling and like I haven't been home, you haven't been home. It's been just like a wild season. And weirdly enough, like today, even though I'm out of state, feels like the most restful, peaceful day I've had.
We had a nice sleep in today. I had very little sleep flying from Australia to here
Yeah.
and having no sleep. Didn't sleep on the plane. Drove here. So last night was amazing. We slept for ages. It's great. I loved
Forever.
it. I mean, to be fair, it was like maybe midnight till 9 a.m. So it's not like we slept for 17 hours.
But like a solid 9.
Yeah, I loved
like
it.
solid 9.
Yeah, it was good. But we're here together.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. I kind of feel like we're starting from episode 1 because this is a whole new set.
Yeah,
Do
right.
you?
Yes. I'm like, this is so weird.
Yeah, it's
I don't
very
know how I
odd.
feel about this.
So we're here in, we're staying in an apartment. So there's us two, another girl I know from Australia, and then there's 2 UK girls. So it's amazing. And we've just discovered how different
Yeah.
everybody is.
Yes. We are speaking 3 different versions of English in the same kitchen.
Different words, different, like, the light switches.
The lights.
Stop.
The light switches.
I was like, so in Australia, the light switches, if you go down, it's on. And here they're up. And I was like, why is your up on? He's like, up's on. I was like, up is
Because
not
up is on.
Up? No, up is off.
Okay, how I see this is like if you're going up a set of stairs, you're increasing, like using energy, right? So if the light switch is up, it's like you've added energy. But when you're down on the
Way overthinking that.
no, it just is. It's like it's all connected in my brain. When it's down, it's like at rest.
Okay.
Like ground floor, like at rest. But
Okay.
even things just like the cutting board.
It's a chopping board.
It's not a chopping board, but that's
chopping
fine.
board.
It's okay.
Oh, it's okay.
And then everything has had to be converted. So they're talking in Celsius, I'm talking in Fahrenheit. Like using maps. Using maps, Amelia almost turned early yesterday because she's used to it being
Oh, yeah, the
like
miles, and that's hard, actually.
miles versus kilometers.
Because I was like driving along, and it's like 0.3 of a mile. I'm like, oh, 300 meters. Yeah, so you're going to the right lane, and you go, oh, shit, and you're getting out of
Yeah,
the lane.
right, exactly.
Because 3.3 miles is not 300 meters, it's more like 600 meters.
It's-
not quite, but you know.
So we're doing a lot of math, which is cool. We're using our brains.
Using our brains, exercising them on no sleep is real fun.
Wonderful. That cognitive functioning is still going solid. But it's like everything has to have a conversion of some sort, whether it's language or math.
Yeah, it does. But it's fun, though.
It is. It's been a lot of fun and also felt like just very normal.
Yes. And I feel like even though, what I was going to say before was even though like you being from here, Oz, UK, coming together, we're all very different personalities,
Yeah.
but we're just embracing each other. And how nice is it?
Yeah.
Because we've actually also never met the girls. So they're girls in our business, but we've never met them in person from the UK either. So it's like everyone coming together
Yeah.
and we're all so different, but it's like there's no judgment here. No one is like getting, I guess, defensive or, about different personalities. We're just embracing differences. And I think that's a really good leading to
Yeah.
for everybody. Like, it's really important that we're going to come into contact with people in our life who are really different. And it's just important when we meet people to be open to those differences in people, because
Yeah.
creates for a really bloody fun time, just saying. If you get defensive with that, you just end up having a bad time.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's no point. Like, there's just no point. The fact is, we have more in common than we don't.
Oh, 100%. I think all of us do, kind of,
Yeah.
funnily enough.
We all are finding different ways that, like, we're connected in like totally random things, whether it's being in like the health and wellness industry or specific health issues or the foods we eat or the foods we don't eat or the hobbies we enjoy, all sorts of different things. It's like we're all coming together over these little things you would have never thought about. And I don't know, whether you're in a new country, in a new job, wherever you are, you're going to be in a new space on a regular basis. So I feel like if you can just look at the commonalities and the things that bring people together, the more everyone will thrive.
100%. Yeah. Because there's always going to be differences, and you're always going to come in like to contact with people in all those spaces that are different. You just got to embrace it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's inevitable. Like, that's inevitable. It's not. Anyway, yes. I think that was, but I just thought it was really cool that
Yeah.
we're all sort of meshing and creating this open space. Like, it's nice.
Yeah, we've done cooking together already. We haven't even been here all together for 24 hours.
Not even. We got here yesterday. You got here at 2:00.
Yeah.
So 2 p.m. this time. It's now 11:25. It's very specific, Sally. It's 11:30. Close enough. So not even 24 hours. Yeah, we went to the shop, went to the supermarkets. That was fun. We just went to Whole Foods, did some shopping.
We did the grocery store.
Yes. We picked up stuff from Target. And then we came back. We made food. Different dietaries. There's a few different dietaries. So we're trying to, like, you know, modify different things for people, which is cool.
But what's really cool is, like, we were able to make that happen.
Easy.
And so simply. Like, I feel like a lot of people, when they meet me, are so stuck on the fact that I can't eat gluten or dairy or eggs. And they're like, well, what do you eat? And everyone here's like, oh, cool, we'll eat, like, pastas or salads. There's gluten-free pasta. You're like, chickpea pasta is wonderful. And, oh, we could do, like, gluten-free toast with avocado or bagels.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, exactly. There's so many options. And if you just start looking at what is available versus what isn't.
100%. I love when people say that with dietaries. It's like, well, what do you eat? It's like, just because I'm not eating... I mean, for us, so, like, classic Aussie, I don't know if you guys, but it's like meat and 3 veg, right? So you eat, like, a steak or a piece of chicken and veg to go with it, like potato, I don't know, carrot, broccoli, I'm just making it up. But because I don't eat meat, it's like, everyone's like, what do you eat? 'Cause it's like, there's no meat and 3 veg.
Yeah.
But there's, like, literally everything else.
Yeah, and there's so much protein. There's still so many protein options that people
Heaps.
don't consider. Tofu, beans, like legumes, all of those different things.
Legumes?
Legumes?
Legumes.
Yeah, sure.
Legumes.
Yeah.
Legumes. It sounds like lagoon. It's like they're going to a lagoon.
Not going to a lagoon. In fact, we are in the middle of the frickin' desert.
Oh, it's so hot.
You know
by the
what?
way.
That is one thing that we have all connected over
It's so hot.
and commiserated together about is the fact that it is so frickin' hot.
We get these temps in Australia. This temp. Not often, but we do get it. But it just feels so hot.
Yesterday it was 108 degrees Fahrenheit.
And for my Aussie friends, it was 42. Just 42 Celsius.
The UV index was 10 going on 11.
That's the same. Like, we have that. We've rediscovered that that's the same.
We discovered that's the
UV
same.
index is the same.
Yeah.
That's good.
We discovered that we all use ChatGPT to answer our basic daily questions.
I actually don't do that, to be fair.
Oh, fine.
I'm just saying.
Well, Amy does.
Yeah, Amy does, yeah.
It was great. That's how we found the perfume for Amelia yesterday.
Yeah, we had to go to the shops and get perfume. No, I don't generally do that.
But UV index is the same.
Don't worry about ChatGPT.
It's hot and it's dangerous and we're in the desert and you're just like AC jumping basically. Like jumping from one place to the next where it's like cool zones. I actually reached out to a friend of mine who lives here in Vegas because I was like, how are you guys surviving? How are you
And what was
surviving?
the response?
They're like, stay inside and drink lots of water.
Yeah.
Before I even
Oh,
came,
wow.
they
Shimon, we haven't had any water today.
Sal,
I know. That's bad, I know.
we're gonna go outside soon.
I know. We're going to a pool party.
Yeah.
We're going to a pool party. It's going to be hot, though. But, oh, well, it's going to be fun.
Stay in the
so
shade.
fun.
Yeah, you need some electrolytes before we go.
Yeah, I'm going to have that. I'll have electrolytes before we go. And then that's what made me thought of... That's what made me think of it, not thought of it. That's what made me thought of it. Wow, that's not English. In any country.
No, it's English in 0 countries.
Because we were just talking before about... Someone was like, oh, there's like a train from one of the hotels.
Yeah.
And I was like, that hotel is far. Like, to walk there, we're going to, like, cook to death.
Yes.
So we're going to drive.
Like, literally, we would cook.
Oh, yeah, no, we're driving.
Literally.
Ugh. So, let's do a poll on this. I love this. So the word is literally, right? But so many people say literally, and it drives me up the wall.
Why?
Because it's not correct.
It's just, well,
As we talked about last night, if you're saying literal, like something is literal,
yeah.
you wouldn't say it's literal.
Some people do. If you're one of those people, I want to know because
Yes.
I want you to like prove my point here. that
Come to
some
Katie's
people
defense.
Actually say literal.
Please show me someone who says that is so literal.
Also, it's going to be really amazing if I don't go home with an accent of some sort or like pick up
Or a
different
combination of a UK,
an amalgamation of all these
American,
different like
Aussie
words.
accent.
Because I pick up those things really quickly and they just like integrate into my language.
I love it.
I mimic those things a lot, and so I feel like it's just gonna come out when I go home and Nathan's gonna look at me and be like, "What the hell did you just say?"
I was at a shop yesterday and I said, "Can I please have a cup for water?" And the guy was like, "I'm sorry, what did you say?" Because I must have said, like, "Can I please just have a cup for water?" Like that quite quickly, which to me, that sounds like cup for water. But I was like, "Oh, sorry, a cup for water." He's like, "Oh, sure." I was like, "Oh, God." Stringing my words.
You talk, just you personally, speak so quickly.
Yes, I do.
And then you also shorten all of these words, and then you use different versions of words that we don't use. So when you put it all together, it really does sound like a completely different
Gibberish. We would say gibberish.
language. Yeah. Well, and I was going to say gibberish, but it does make sense when you break it down. So it's not like complete and total nonsense.
Yeah, sometimes it is.
Sometimes. This morning,
No, I do speak really quick.
oh my gosh, this morning I hadn't had my cup of coffee yet, and both you and Amelia were saying things, and I was just like, it was like a tennis match for my brain going back and forth, trying to literally decipher what words you were saying because I was not awake enough yet to process the speed of your language.
But how interesting. Like, we both speak English.
Yes.
Like, we're both English native speakers, but because obviously Amelia's not as quick as me, I don't think, but like, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
We could get it.
And stylistically, it's just different. So, like, okay, to bring this into like more of worldly advice or like serious topic here,
Not just
like asking for clarification can be really difficult,
yes.
but it's probably one of the best things you can do.
I totally agree. Because how can you actually have a meaningful conversation if you don't know what you're responding to or what
Right.
you're... So if we're having a conversation and you didn't hear us and you just sort of join in and pick up the words,
Yeah.
you're not adding anything of value because we might be thinking, what the fuck's she saying?
Right,
because
exactly.
it's not related to what we're talking about. So don't feel uncomfortable saying like, oh, can you repeat that? Or
Yeah.
what do you mean by that? Or
I'm pretty sure the words, I'm sorry, what?
yeah, or
What?
I'm sorry, what?
What does that mean? Or I'll just like repeat it back, but in a, what we call up talk. So I'll do like a
You do that, actually.
chopping board.
Yeah, you do that.
What?
You've
So it's
done
like,
that a lot.
yeah, I know I've done that a lot because I need the clarification in order to be able to like actually join the conversation and
But yes,
participate.
for everybody, that's a really good thing. That's a really good advice. I really like that.
Yeah. It's just ask the questions. We have the saying like making assumptions makes an ass of you and me.
Yeah, we have that too. Yeah.
And that's really the
That's
truth.
the truth.
Like rather than make an assumption, just ask a question. Whether you're uncomfortable or not, ask.
I feel like this happens because people will say they'll nod or laugh or, you know, in response because they think that, oh, I have to give a response to whatever.
Correct.
Without, sorry, my eyes just watered. Without asking. Like it just started tearing. And then you actually just look like an idiot.
Yeah.
Like if you don't ask and you respond to something incorrectly, you just look weird
Correct.
rather than ask. So yeah, just ask for clarification. You don't look silly. If you're saying, like, can you repeat that or sorry what or repeating what Katie does, you don't look, people don't care. Like no one cares if you're asking for clarification.
Well, and if they do care, they're not your people. Like if they do care or they look at you like
Yeah,
you're
no, they're definitely
stupid,
not.
they're just not your people.
No.
Truly.
Oh my gosh, surely no one would do that. I mean, probably, yeah, they would. I agree.
I've met some really toxic people.
Yeah.
Toxic's the word.
Toxic, yeah. But that's really good advice. Like, just ask so you can join a conversation meaningfully, so you can add value to the conversation.
Correct.
So you can learn things, because
Yeah.
if you're just going, yeah, ha, 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 and that could be some information that you could learn from somebody or gain knowledge or grow yourself,
Yeah.
you're missing out. Like, you're actually just missing out
Yeah.
on what they're saying and giving you everything that people give you, like our interactions here, whether they be online or here or, with the other girls, that is all knowledge and power and learning and
Yeah.
growth. Like, you're missing out on growth within yourself if you're not adding value and gaining value from a conversation.
Yeah.
I understand we're talking about quite niche times here, because, it does happen in the same language, because as you said, I'm a really fast speaker. So people do say to me, even in Oz, I'm like, I'm sorry.
Sally.
Yeah, 100%.
Down.
But this is quite niche in that we are sort of having to do that probably more commonly than not. So that is the case. But it does happen in, those times when you're talking to someone and you have to get them to repeat it like 3 times.
Yes.
Because you're like, and then by the end one, I say something like, I'm so sorry, but I know I've asked you to repeat it, but I don't know what you said again. Like, I'm really sorry. Can you just say it again?
Well, yesterday, even with like Kirsty's name,
Yes.
I had to have her repeat that because my processing, my auditory processing is not great. My ADHD is like out of this world. So you add those two things with different accents and different names that are less common here. And
Yeah, because you have Christy,
we have a lot of Christies.
but not Kirsty.
We have a couple Kirsties, but it's less common.
But don't you have Kirsten? Like,
We do have Kirsten or Kirsten.
isn't that kind of the same, but just not?
It is, but
I'm just wondering,
it is. It's not as common, but we do have it.
yes, yeah.
We have all sorts of names.
Oh, yeah.
But I would rather get her name right and have her repeat it 3 times than me like,
call her wrong name, imagine.
right, make an ass out of myself.
But it also makes you look rude in those scenarios.
Completely.
And same as other things too. Like, if you're talking to someone and what if they said something serious and you're just laughing and nodding? You're just going to look rude.
Yeah, you look like an absolute ass.
You look like an ass. So don't do that. I guess that advice is good. Just
And
repeat.
universal.
Universal. Just, you don't look like, people think I'm going to look stupid if I ask them again. It's actually the opposite.
Right.
If you don't ask for the clarification, that's when you're going to look stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. I was really proud of you guys yesterday.
I don't know what for, but thanks.
And this morning, just because we have a couple different things that you were like, I don't know how this works. How do you use this thing?
Oh, yes. Yeah, we did
I
the
don't even
fridge,
remember.
the ice thing.
Oh, the
Ice
maker.
machine.
Yeah.
In the freezer. I was like, oh.
You just looked at it and were like, I don't know no.
And I did flick that little wire thing, to be fair, but then nothing happened. So I was like, oh, that must not be it. I just broke it, flick it back up.
It just takes time.
Yeah.
Just takes time. But I was really proud of you guys because like you just asked and you asked for help and you wanted the answer, and that just provides an opportunity for you to learn something.
Yeah.
And for me to learn something, because then I'm learning about what is normal for you as well, and like what you guys have standardly versus what you don't. And it's really interesting because a lot of us are coffee drinkers. A lot of people in my life are coffee drinkers, but most of the people here are tea drinkers.
Yeah.
So it's just very like interesting learning some of the more like cultural aspects that are different and the way you go about things and even just basic mannerisms, and it's a lot of fun. It's a great learning experience. And
I've loved it so far.
if you look at it like with an open mind and you're just learning, great.
Great. Yeah, 100%. Totally agree. I feel like we've probably learnt, like over online, we've learnt heaps about each other, to be fair, to date.
Yeah.
But I even reckon in the last less than 24 hours, I've learnt even more. Because I think when you're immersed in that same environment
Yes.
and you're actually having conversations day to day and you're watching us do things, it's like, learning, like just constant.
Yeah.
It's been good.
Yeah, I agree.
I've loved it.
It's why people do like immersion language learning, because when
Yes.
you're immersed in it,
Yeah,
you
you-
pick up more and you're able to process it more quickly, and it's around you all of the time.
Yes.
So like being in this environment where we are merging 3 different cultures together,
Yeah.
even though they're so similar, like,
They're so different.
we're
as well.
on 3 different continents.
Yeah. It's amazing.
And so,
And we're here together.
and we're here. Wow. I'm also excited because it's my first time in Vegas. And so just exploring a little bit,
Yeah.
learning a little about my country and seeing a different side of it.
So I think we're going to go to pool party today. I think we'll maybe go out for dinner tonight or something,
Oh.
which will be nice.
That actually sounds really good.
And just hang out and have a
Yeah,
good time.
just hang out and have a good time.
But we had to record an episode here together because, like, why not?
Yes. Yes. And I really want to encourage you, like, if you have any questions for us about, like, I don't know, cultural differences or about living in Australia or living in the US or words that we've been like, oh, absolutely, that's not what we do.
Effing, yeah. Yeah, ask.
Just ask.
We must remember, we were saying last night that we need to have, like, just a camera videoing us 24/7 because there was a conversation last night when where was it? We were just sitting on the stools and all talking. Everyone's laughing and I don't know, and it was that this morning. I can't remember, I still lost track. But we were just like, this would be so funny to film because we
Yes.
all just couldn't understand what someone was like peeling a cucumber with a knife and I was dying. And then Amelia was like, why do you even peel them? And I was like, well, you can because of the skin. And then you like, something was said to the word that you didn't know the word. It was just great.
It was like Bogan
You
all
had to
over
be there
again.
time. It was you had to be there time. Can't explain it.
Yeah.
We must remember to record so we can put some on our Instagram so we can show you guys our shenanigans. But
I love the shenanigans. Basically, if you walk away from this episode with nothing else, like,
then these
Nothing
two have
else.
lost their minds.
put yourself in new situations with an open mind so that you can
Yes.
learn things. Because it's the best teacher. Like, new situations are one of the best teachers. And the more open-minded you go about things in the world, the better off you'll be no matter what.
Be open-minded, yeah. And that does amalgamate into other things too. Like, you have to be open-minded to, I guess, kind of do anything that we've spoken about.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Because if you're closed-minded, you can't learn about yourself, really. You can't learn about other people. You can't grow. You can't, gain strength because you're so closed off.
Yeah. I think one of the best conversations, and I don't know, you might have been in the shower for this one, but we were talking about how we all ended up here, and it was the why not attitude.
Yes. I didn't hear it, but that's, I like it. I was in the
Like,
shower.
we all had to just say, why not?
Yeah.
Whether it's to, like, you guys being here for Arbonne, or me being in here to see a dry cleaner.
But you are coming to our event.
I am, yeah. But also, like, going to this event and meeting you all and, like, reaching out to do a podcast. The whole mindset is, why not? Like,
All of it is why not.
why not?
We have, because if you say not, if you say no, you're not getting any of this. Like, you're getting nothing. I can't even deal. Like, imagine if I was like, oh no, I can't do that because of this. Oh no, no.
Absolutely not.
I can't.
It's not going to work.
Like, I wouldn't have any of these experiences.
Yeah. My motto is...
I just cannot deal with it. Sorry, I interrupt you. My motto is
My motto is, everything is figure-outable,
100%.
so why not?
It's like driving the car here. I'll figure it out. No worries. Driving on the wrong side of the road, wrong
Honest
side
to
of the car.
goodness, I felt safe with both you and Amelia driving, which is amazing.
And we're driving on the wrong side of the road.
You were driving on the opposite side of the road.
Sometimes it's very weird driving the right and then you like to turn left and not go immediate left is like, oh my God. And roundabouts, dead.
Or yesterday, turning right on red for you.
Oh, someone was beeping me. Okay, so for my Aussie, I did know this, but I'd forgotten. So for my Aussie friends / listeners, it's a red light, you can't go, the end. But here, if you're turning, so it'd be equivalent to our turning in left at a light. So that short little turn.
Protected left. Protected right.
what it's
A
called?
protected turn.
Yeah, so it's just like right there. If no one's coming, you'll be like, I could turn. You can go on a red light. If you're turning right here at a light, you can go if there's no one coming and it's red. So I'm just sitting there chilling and there's someone behind me losing it, like beat. And I was like, oh, shit, I can go. And you're like, yeah, you can go. You're being so polite in the front seat. If that had been me, I would have been like, can you go? But
I
you're
just sat
sitting
there. Yeah.
You're just dealing with the road rage behind me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Like, you gotta do you.
Yeah, but then we come up to the next intersection and there's a red arrow. And it said, no red turn. And you're like, oh, you can't turn here. I'm like, oh, so it's like sometimes you can and sometimes you can't. You can also speed here. No one cares about speeding and you don't get tickets.
You do get tickets.
Oh, apparently not very often.
You do get tickets. People just don't get ticketed as heavily, perhaps.
Bro, that's just killed me.
I taught her the 9-year fine, 10-year mine rule that my mother taught me growing
that's
up.
Another thing. You speed, you get demerit points and lose your license.
What are demerit points? Like, that's... I don't know what that means.
It's points on a license. You get 12 points, and if you do something wrong, you lose points, and if you lose all your points, you lose your license.
Do you get points back ever?
Yeah, they renew.
How
like when your
often?
license renews.
Okay. How often does your license renew?
Every 3 years. You can do different time frames, actually. You can pay for different time frames.
Okay.
But I
You
don't
can
think...
pay for different time frames.
Like, as in it costs less if you have 1 year license, 2 year license, 3... Like, I don't think it's 2 year, but... Actually, the points don't come back if you do 1 year. I think it's like 10 years. I have to look that up. But you
gonna have to
can't...
look it up.
Like, the 1 year license, you don't just get 12 every 1 year.
Yeah.
You know, but you... Pretty sure it's 10. The 3 year license I normally get, and then you just go every 3 years, renew,
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
But you can get longer license. Like, someone I know bought a 10-year license.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe it's every 3 years, the renewal, actually.
Huh. Okay. We don't have demerit
Anyway,
points, but you
yes,
can lose
we
your
have points.
license. And they're like
You can
guidelines
also
for
drink drive 3 times before you lose your license here.
that. Indefinitely. Like,
Oh, like if you do that 3 times, you're done for good.
like, basically, yeah. But you can lose your license
I
after the
misunderstood.
first time.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's like a suspension for a certain period of time.
Oh,
as
that's
opposed
like
to like a forever.
Oh, that's like us too, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like you just got chances. And I was like, anyway, yes, we're discovering lots of
A
differences.
lot of differences. Yeah, people speed here.
I think if we have time, we should try doing that little short one.
Okay. I'm here for it.
If we have time.
Maybe we'll just talk about all the differences. We'll do a live.
Yes! Still alive.
That'd be fun.
Be fun. Well, anyway.
Ta-ta.
That's it. Ta-ta. Ta-ta. Bye, guys.
All right, we'll talk soon.